Hey, everybody. On my YouTube channel here, Dr. Seth, psychologist, I talk about a few different self improvement topics. And one of the things that I want to talk about today is a relationship topic. And this specifically relates to jealousy. Jealousy is something that a lot of people deal with. If you yourself think back to a whole list of relationships that you may have had in the past, maybe you weren't jealous in every single one of the relationships, but maybe you can think of one or two relationships where you did feel a little bit jealous from time to time. Some of you, on the other hand, may actually feel like there are times when you struggle with intense jealousy, serious jealousy. What is serious jealousy? It's the kind of jealousy that can make you overthink things, that can make you replay things in your mind. You can kind of get mentally stuck in these jealous thoughts, in these jealous worries. It can, believe it or not, impact your sleeping. Somebody who feels really, really jealous may have difficulty sleeping through the night. They may have a difficult time falling asleep because they keep replaying images in their mind, or they keep replaying thoughts or worst case scenarios, fears they have about what may be happening or what may have happened in the past with a partner. These are all examples of the ways that it can affect sleep, but it can also affect other things like eating behavior. Sometimes when people get really stuck in a jealous place, they may be more likely to overeat or undereat. It's funny, a lot of people always think when people get anxious or have mental health symptoms, usually the person will overeat. That's not true. Actually, a lot of times there are people who will actually undereat when they feel overwhelmed. They actually don't feel like eating. And so it can be really difficult, really bad for the body. Those are just sleep and eating issues. But anybody who struggled with jealousy also knows how it can impact one's mood. It can make one's mood feel irritable, just always shifting and changing. One moment happy, the next minute angry or sad or depressed. It can have a lot of effects, serious jealousy. And what I wanted to share in this video is an answer to the question that I get a lot, which is how does a person move past jealousy? So, if real jealousy is something that you struggle with, you struggle with it in a couple different ways. One, because you can feel it. You can feel that tension, that anxiety. You can feel the jealousy in your body coursing through your bloodstream, and you don't like it. It's an uncomfortable feeling. But people who are jealous also usually know that this is an issue also because of the feedback they get from others. In relationships, someone may tell you, listen, this is jealous. You're getting really, really, really jealous, and it's a problem. Friends may see some of your behavior. Friends may hear some of the things that you say, and they may say to you, hey, you've got to stop with the jealousy. You sound really jealous, and it's not good. I think when people are feeling really jealous, they actually are struggling. They actually are really seriously struggling and sometimes really suffering with really intense feelings that they don't know how to deal with. So, how can a person get over jealousy? In my experience as a clinical psychologist of over 20 years, I have found that for some mental health problems, there are a lot of different things a person can do. But for jealousy, for extreme jealousy, what I have found in my work is that it often requires a therapist, working with a therapist to help you work through when these feelings first started in your life. What relationship was the first relationship where it happened? To really help you look at what the different situations are that trigger the jealousy the most for you, and then look at the evidence that you have for each one of those situations and whether your reaction, your thoughts, your jealous fears justify the intense thoughts that you have. A lot of times they don't. A lot of times, jealousy can become like an obsessive storm that can take over and overwhelm you, a cloud that hangs over you that you just can't get out from under. And in my experience, I can share that finding a good therapist to work through these issues with, who will sit with you, who will be patient with you, who will listen to you and not judge you, they will be able to help mirror back for you some of the feelings that you're having. They will be able to ask you questions that maybe you've never thought of before that can help to kickstart real change. All right. I really think that jealousy, serious jealousy, is something that people can work through, but it is going to take time. It is going to take effort. Of course, a good place to start is a good self help book about how to cope with jealousy. And of course, talking to a mental health therapist. It's really worth it. I think maybe some people feel like they don't want to start therapy. It sounds like an uncomfortable process to go through, but this is your life. This is your future. And ask yourself, how long do you want to carry around these kinds of heavy, jealous, overwhelming feelings? You don't have to. You can work with a good therapist who can help you feel at ease with this, who can help make you feel a sense of peace and calm when in the past all you felt was chaos. All right? All right. I hope this helps. All right. All right. I wish you well if this is an issue that you're struggling